You got me a hat?
Yes, ma'am. I went shopping by myself,
Uh-huh.
and I went to Billy Martin's, where I picked you up a cowboy hat.
Well, thank you. I hope it fits. I have a tiny, tiny head. Oh,
It does.
It does fit. You got me like a child's hat.
It looks good. It looks good.
That's great. And it gets mighty windy in here, so I'm going to tighten this. All right. Well, first of all, I think I was disappointed to see you walk out with a shirt on. Well, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, explain, first of all, explain Joe Millionaire to people, what the idea of the show is.
I'm sure you've watched Joe Millionaire. But if not,
but
me.
There are always people who don't know
That's
all
right.
the things. So explain what it is.
Well, Joe Millionaire is a show where you have to select among women, and you got to choose, for a romantic connection. But the deal is they want someone poor, so they found a cowboy, I ain't got no money. But I lied and had to say I had $80 million.
Because you inherited it from an uncle?
An uncle,
From
yes.
oil or something like that?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you go, where'd you shoot this?
In Italy.
In Italy? Because they don't know what the hell's
Right.
going on here. No, it was like people from Europe or something, like the women are from Europe, you go to Italy.
The women were all from Europe where they never had heard of the show because you couldn't do another show, right? Mm-hmm. And they come from Germany, Czech, Italy, Holland, and Sweden.
Uh-huh.
They all spoke English, though.
Uh-huh, but probably with thick accents.
Right, yes, ma'am.
All right, and so the show premieres tonight, but it's already over. You've already picked someone. You're with someone, maybe. Are you in love? Did you find someone?
Well, if I told you, you wouldn't watch a show.
Well, all right, here's what I'm going to do to you, because I think that I can figure out just by you. All right, if you... I want you to tell me their names. Can you remember? All right. Oh, God. Wait. All right. What's that one's name right there?
Yasmin.
That's right. What's the next one?
Olinda.
Yes, and?
Christina.
Uh-huh.
Teresa.
Uh-huh.
Olinda.
Uh-huh.
Kat.
Yes.
Anik.
Wait. No.
Kat.
Back up. Who's next to Kat?
Lena.
Okay.
Kat.
Uh-huh.
Anik.
Uh-huh.
Linda.
No.
Linda?
No.
No. Oh, this one? The tall one? That's,
You didn't pick her. We know that. All right.
This is not fair. That's not fair.
All right.
I see where this is going.
All
That's
right.
not fair.
Who's next?
Look at this smart. Alicia, Petra,
Uh-huh.
Carolina.
Yep.
Hold on, that's Jerusalem.
Right.
And then Giada.
Right. Okay, so we know for sure you didn't get Carolina
Why is that?
because you didn't know her name.
No, it was.
No, you didn't know who that one was. You forgot about her already. And then the other one you forgot about, Joanna.
Johanna.
All right, so you ended up with one of the others. Maybe.
I don't know.
Because maybe they were furious. Those European women, they're going to be furious that a cowboy went over there and lied to them and said you had $80 million.
Yes, ma'am. They weren't too happy.
Well, now, it must have been hard for you, though, because you seem like a really nice guy, and then you had to lie to these girls and pretend like you were somebody you weren't.
It was really tough. I couldn't tell you. Going in this thing, I was like, sure, I could lie to these girls. It's, production. But as I was doing it, I lied and was making connections.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times I had to leave Italy. I was like, I can't take it no more,
Right.
And just the feeling, because I could literally buy these girls, whatever I wanted to. I had, $5,000 cash. And it's just like, you want Versace purse? Versace purse is yours.
You probably never said Versace in your life before this show.
What? Did I have an accent or
No,
what?
no, you're from what,
Right.
Mesquite, Texas, or that's where you were found anyway,
Right.
like at a rodeo. Someone said, well, you know what I mean by found. There's a casting director going out to look for somebody that's this, they were looking for someone who were they looking for a cowboy or were they looking just for somebody? Well, they were at a rodeo. I assume they
Yes,
were.
ma'am. I mean, I really don't know who they were looking for. You know, I was at a rodeo and I was coming out of the restroom. Like, I was in a hurry, just darted out of the restroom because my horse was in the
Wait a minute,
chute.
this is sounding a little fishy to me now.
And you know, because there was rodeo, and this girl come up to me, and I thought, you know, she's just trying to hit on me. I was like, I gotta go, you know, rodeo. And she took a picture, and I filled out a questionnaire for dream date. The next thing I knew, I was in Los Angeles, and it was like,
Now, so you didn't have a girlfriend at the time, obviously.
no, ma'am.
So, but had you been in a long-term relationship?
I've had, you know, some relationships in high school. You know, I had a long high school love, and
But now you're suddenly, you're this guy from Texas that all of a sudden goes to Italy, and you've got all these women all over you because they're interested in you for probably the wrong reason to begin with. I'm sure everything kind of broke down, but
yes, ma'am. Well, you know, these girls, it was a great cast of girls. Like, it couldn't have been a better cast.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was about, like, I had to have money, you know, and, but I got to be myself. That's
Yeah.
the good thing. They knew I rodeoed, and they knew I was a cowboy. So when I was on the show, I was being David Smith. It wasn't like I had to play this whole millionaire. Because the story is I inherited the money. You know, it just come from my
Right.
uncle.
all right. Well, and were you watching The Bachelor? Did you make out with them all like he's making out with all of them?
That guy, he does good, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
I'm
He's
sure.
doing a good job.
Well, I'm sure you taught him how to ride cowboy. So, the next Joe Millionaire premieres tonight on Fox at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central. We'll return when we'll be playing the most difficult game on base